Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at another collection of cheap project cars taken straight from Facebook Marketplace. 10 classic cars under $2,000, ranging from rusty BMWs, $750 Camaros, and vintage Fiats to big American cruisers and even a postal Jeep. Let's get right into the video. 1. 1975 Chevrolet Camaro, $750. First on the list is a rough but promising 1975 Camaro project out of Pulaski, Tennessee. It's a full roller with a 350 small block sitting in the engine bay, though the transmission is missing. The seller notes there's no title, but they can provide a bill of sale. It sits on wheels that don't come with the car, though you can buy them for an extra $250 if you really want the look. As a whole, the car is exactly what you'd expect from a sub-$1,000 Camaro: weathered paint, worn panels, and plenty of missing pieces. But the bones appear mostly intact, and at $750, you're basically paying for the shell and the 350. For someone looking to build an affordable track toy or a budget muscle car project, this one might be a decent starting point. 2. 1966 Rambler Classic 770 Wagon, $1,300. Next up is a 1966 Rambler Classic 770 station wagon that's surprisingly alive for a car that's missing an entire rear door and glass. The seller says it appears to have been hit in the back at some point, which explains the missing pieces, but the car does run and move under its own power. They haven't touched the brakes yet, but the pedal isn't frozen, a good sign for a project this old. The Rambler comes with a clean title and shows about 85,000 miles. Mechanically, it sounds better than most entry-level wagons, and the body damage makes it an interesting save or parts decision. If you've been wanting a quirky wagon with that 60s American charm, this could be a fun rescue. 3. 1978 Fiat 124 Spider, $900. Car number 3 is a 1978 Fiat 124 Spider listed in Georgia for just $900. It's a fun little roadster with a manual transmission and about 124,000 miles. The seller says it was great to drive, but now needs a new carburetor to get back on the road. Cosmetically, it's an older Italian car, so expect the usual patina, fading paint, and the occasional surprise underneath. But as a lightweight RWD project for under $1,000, it's honestly hard to beat. For someone looking to dip into vintage European cars without spending classic Ferrari money, this Fiat is a simple, low-commitment way to start. 4. 1972 Jeep Wagoneer, $2,000. Fourth is a beefy 1972 Jeep Wagoneer that just had a 360 V8 swapped in. According to the seller, it starts, runs, and drives, but still needs finishing work. They've already sunk a good chunk of money into it, especially the tires, which alone cost $1,200 and barely have any miles on them. The body has that classic early 70s Jeep look, big, boxy, and unapologetically rugged. The tailgate still works, the stance looks tough, and the seller says it could be built into a badass wheeler with a little more love. If you want an old-school 4x4 project that already runs, this is one of the best values in the batch. 5. 1978 Chevrolet El Camino SS, $1,000. Next up is a 1978 El Camino SS for sale for $1,000. This car is more of a chassis/parts build than a finished project. The seller describes it as rusty and worn, and from the photos, that description seems accurate. However, the front end is still solid, the paperwork is complete, and it comes with a set of old Cutlass W30 aluminum wheels, which is a nice bonus. This one used to have a 308 posi rear and drivetrain, but those have already been pulled, so expect an empty engine bay and plenty of work ahead. Still, for $1,000, it's a decent donor car or a cheap starting point for someone dead set on reviving an SS badged El Camino.
6. 1974 BMW Rust Bucket, $250.
Next, we start with the worst car on this list, a 1974 BMW for sale in Richmond, Virginia for just $250. The seller bluntly calls it a total rust bench, and judging by the description, they're not exaggerating. The front and rear windows are missing or broken, the interior is badly damaged, and the body is heavily rusted. The good news? The engine does turn over and the car will roll. That's about where the positives end. There's no title, and the suspension, transmission, and just about everything else are questionable. But for someone hunting for parts or wanting to save a classic German relic from the crusher, $250 is as low as project car prices get. 7. 1971 Fiat 124 Spider Classica, $1,500. Next up is another Fiat 124, but this one's a 1971 Classica convertible listed in Milwaukee. It has about 75,000 miles and a clean title. The seller says it will run and drive, but it needs the carburetor to be bottle-fed for now. Classic Fiat behavior. Rust is present, but the car appears mostly complete. With its bright blue paint, chrome details, and small convertible footprint, this is a charming vintage roadster that's still within budget. For $1,500, it's one of the more complete and functional European projects in today's batch. 8. 1979 Jeep DJ5 Postal Jeep. Car number 8 is a very interesting piece, a 1979 Jeep DJ5 Postal Jeep. This one is two-wheel drive and powered by a VW Audi 2.0-liter four-cylinder paired with a Chrysler 904 transmission, an unusual combination, but common for late postal Jeeps. It doesn't run and needs to be towed, but the drivetrain swap potential is huge. The seller even mentioned they planned a TDI swap before losing interest. For $800, it's a quirky, lightweight Jeep that could become anything from a male-themed show toy to a weird but fun little project. (9) 1970 Pontiac Catalina, $1,500. Next is a 1970 Pontiac Catalina listed in Kentucky. It's a big two-door cruiser with a 400 engine. The seller believes it runs and drives, but says it might have a rod knock. Not ideal, but at least it still moves under its own power. The car has a clean Kentucky title, decent tires, and a solid trunk floor. The interior shows its age, and the body has minor holes in the floors, but nothing alarming for a $1,500 full-size classic. If you want a big body Pontiac project without paying big body Pontiac money, this one seems like a fair deal. 10. 1963 Chevrolet Corvair Spider, $1,200. Finally, we have one of the coolest finds, a 1963 Corvair Spider project car. This is a turbocharged model, making it one of the most sought-after early Corvairs among collectors. The seller is offering it on behalf of his grandfather and says it comes with a rebuilt engine, transmission, new convertible top, and various parts. The car itself is a true project. Expect rust, missing pieces, and lots of assembly ahead. But complete Spiders don't show up often, especially at this price point. For $1,200, it's a rare chance to restore a classic turbocharged Chevy without breaking the bank. That's all 10 finds for today. Let me know in the comments which one you take home, and if you want more marketplace project car hunts, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.